Rookie quarterback Clayton Tune has continued to impress in the Arizona Cardinals preseason games. Jonathan Gannon has come out and says he's liked what he's seen so far from the rookie quarterback. Today, we're going to dive into who we think is going to be the number one starter in week one. We're also going to dive into who the Arizona Cardinals decided to bring in and who they decided to release. Let's go ahead and get you updated on all the Cardinal news. Let's get started.
It was a good learning experience for him. They gave him a lot of different looks, so he needs, reps are gold in the NFL, especially for rookies, especially for rookie quarterbacks. So I thought he took a step forward, and I like where he's going.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Definitely follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. Also, don't forget to go ahead and put your post notification bell on the channel just so you're aware when we drop the next video or when we go live. All right, let's go and dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals have been very busy in the transaction report. We got a few things to dive into before we talk about who is going to be QB1 while Kyler Murray is still on the PUP list. Let's go ahead and dive into what the Cardinals have been doing so far. The Arizona Cardinals decided to sign former Titans and former Vikings linebacker Zach McCloud. This man stands 6'2", 235 pounds, still 25 years old. Now, looking deep into his, draft stock, it doesn't look like he was drafted in the 2022 NFL draft. He ended up becoming a undrafted player, signing with the Minnesota Vikings. Doesn't seem like he really has too much playing time. Maybe spend some more time in the practice squad more than anything, but he is now a member of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, a couple other notable things here for the Arizona Cardinals. It seems like we went ahead and released punter Matt Hack and re-signed running back Stevie Scott. Now, one of the biggest things here in week 2 of preseason was our special teams, especially the kicker for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I think we have a shoe-in punter, and that's going to be none other than Nolan Cooney. Now, I'm very excited about this. Now, this man was averaging over 50 plus yards every single time he punted the ball away. It seems like the Arizona Cardinals are deciding to make Nolan Cooney our starting punter for the 2023 season. And now let's dive into the most exciting storyline in this preseason, and that is who is going to be the Arizona Cardinals starting quarterback for week 1 of the regular season, as long as Kyler Murray isn't healthy, right? I believe that if Kyler Murray is coming back, he's going to be the shoe-in for the Arizona Cardinals franchise quarterback and QB1. But as of right now, with so much uncertainty, right now we don't really have any updates pertaining to Kyler Murray. Now, the media did ask him when he's going to be removed off the PUP list. As of right now, it doesn't seem like there is very much information about that. Now, please keep in mind that if Kyler Murray is not removed off the PUP list during the preseason, then he has to miss a minimum of 4 games in the 2023 season. So there is some rumors out there that he might be removed off the PUP list, but obviously not a starter for the Arizona Cardinals, to give us a little bit more leeway and maybe to start him sooner rather than not. Let's get started here. Let's talk about who is going to be QB1 for the Arizona Cardinals. And now, looking at how Jonathan Gannon has treated the first 2 weeks of preseason so far, it looks like Jonathan Gannon might be leaning towards the veteran quarterback in Colt McCoy to be the number 1 starter for the Arizona Cardinals heading into the regular season. Now, it definitely seems like Jonathan Gannon has so much high praise for rookie quarterback Clayton Tune. With how exactly he's been playing, it's opened up a lot of eyes. Now, he could definitely be better, right? And Jonathan Gannon has come out and said that he likes what he's done so far, but he can definitely work on a few things. Now, Jonathan Gannon has been impressed with the play of rookie quarterback Clayton Tune for the first 2 weeks of preseason. Now, he was very excited to see how he was able to handle all the defensive packages, everything that was thrown at him in week 2 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, he could have gotten 2 touchdowns in that game, but unfortunately there was some flags, and there was also a touchdown that was turned over by Greg Dortch. So there was kind of a lot of things to come into play, but we really do feel like Clayton Tune has looked good in the preseason so far. And now here's the biggest question out there. Who is Jonathan Gannon going to allow to be QB number 1 heading into the regular season? Now, this is what I would like to do. Now, especially because we are going in this whole new movement of being young, right? Having these young players getting the opportunity, we know what Colt McCoy can do, right? We've seen it, but we don't think that Colt McCoy is going to be the future for the Arizona Cardinals, at least the backup quarterback for the Cardinals. Now, if it's one of those things where Clayton Tune does start week 1 versus the Commanders and he's absolutely terrible, then there is some leeway for the Arizona Cardinals to pull him out and then put veteran quarterback Colt McCoy in there. But I do think that what we truly need is to see Clayton Tune with the starters in preseason. So far, with what we've seen so far, is Colt McCoy getting about 2 to 3 series a game, and he's the one playing with the starters. We don't really see Clayton Tune with the starters at all. He's playing with Greg Dortch, Andre Bocelli, a lot of guys that might not see the field very often, maybe used more as swing type of players more than anything. So I truly think if Jonathan Gannon really wants to evaluate this kid and see what he can actually do, he needs to throw him out there with the starters. And I think week 3 versus the Vikings, I think that's a perfect opportunity for Jonathan Gannon to really do something like that and really see what Clayton Tune can do with these number ones, right? With James Conner, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and a lot of the starters here for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, one of the biggest knocks on this young rookie so far is that he seems to be sailing the ball sometimes, right? Now, there was a couple instances where there was some real simple out routes. He was overthrowing Greg Dortch. Now, Greg Dortch is, I believe, what, 5'10", 5'11". He might not be used to the height of that wide receiver, but he definitely needs to be adjusted to who he's throwing the ball to, right? So what I would like to see is I would want to see him with the number ones. Now, there was also another moment in the preseason game when he was actually throwing a ball to a tight end that might not be a starter for the Arizona Cardinals that dropped a for sure first down, and that's the kind of things where they're drive killers, right? We want to see Clayton Tune deliver the ball with guys that have NFL hands, right? That they're going to be able to secure that catch, or if it's not a good ball, then Jonathan Gannon can make a appropriate evaluation. So as of right now, I like what we've seen from Clayton Tune. He's playing the majority of these preseason games, and it's definitely something that I absolutely like, but I think that's definitely one thing missing, and I believe what we are missing is at least 2 to 3 series with the regular starters for the Arizona Cardinals and really see if we can evaluate what Clayton Tune can do. Now, what do I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to do? I think Jonathan Gannon is leaning towards Colt McCoy because of the way that we are playing these preseason games. It almost kind of seems like he is favoring the veteran, because although some people out there want to tank, it's not for the best interest for JG to tank. I get for the future, it makes sense, right? You can possibly get some real good gems in the 2024 draft, but as of right now, the main priority is 2023 and to see if we can compete, see who we can bring in for the future, because as of right now, Jonathan Gannon as well as Monty Austin are fighting for the opportunity to make these number 1 years a staple point and a building block for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts here on the Arizona Cardinals? Who do you think is going to be QB1 for the Arizona Cardinals heading into the regular season? Definitely put it in the comments below. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.